Guys, welcome back to TechDose, and in this video we will look at maximum ascending subarray sum problem, which is from Leetcode number 1800. Let's now read the problem statement. In this problem, given an array of positive integer nums, return the maximum possible sum of an ascending subarray in nums. A subarray is defined as a contiguous sequence of numbers in an array. A subarray in the range of L to R is ascending if for all the values I, where I lies within the range of L and R, num set I must exactly be less than num set I plus 1. So it is a strictly ascending subarray. Note that the subarray size 1 is also ascending by default. Therefore, if you just have a single element, or if you just consider the single element, no matter how large or small it is, it will always be considered ascending. Now if you look at the first example, in this case 10, 20, 30 is ascending. And after that the value suddenly decreased, and then again 5, 10, 50 is ascending. So there are two subarrays which are actually ascending, and if you consider the first ascending curve, then you will have a total sum of 10 plus 20, which is 30, plus 30, 60. Considering the second curve, it will be 5 plus 10, 15 plus 50, 65. So out of all the ascending subarrays, which one is giving maximum sum? So the second one is giving us maximum sum 65, and that is why the answer is 65, right? So I think you have understood the problem statement. In this case, the number of items can be maximum 100. So you can easily write an n square algorithm, and it will have 10 to the power 4 computations, very less than 10 to the power 8. So definitely this is going to pass within a very less runtime, within 1 second, right? Now let's solve a dry run. So in this particular case, I have already shown you the graphical representation. You will find that the first three items from 0 to 2 are increasing, and I have marked them in green. The one which is decreasing, I have marked them in orange color. Now again, this 4, 5 marks an increasing curve, 1, 2. 6 is actually equal to fifth item. So in our problem statement, actually the condition was num set I must be strictly less than num set I plus 1, right? So equal elements cannot be in the increasing curve, and again we start a new increasing curve, which is this 7. So out of all these three options, which one will be giving us the maximum sum? I think the first one will give us the maximum sum, 5 plus 3, which is 8 plus 2, 10, and therefore 10 should come as answer. But let's see how to do the dry run, how to find out all the increasing curve. According to the problem statement, it was mentioned that the size 1 is always ascending, and therefore I will consider that since you have at least one item in the array, according to the constraint, you check it out, you have at least one item. Therefore I will consider the first item to be the current sum, and also I will assign it to the maximum sum, which is 2. And I will take a right pointer, and I will be starting it with index 1. Now I will always be checking the array at right with the array at right minus 1, and if it is increasing, then I will increase the current subarray sum. So is it increasing? Yes, 3 is greater than 2, so I will add 3 to the current sum, and this becomes 5, and I will update this R. I will check this 5 with 3. Is this increasing? Yes, so I will add 5 to this 5, and this becomes 10. Now again I will update this R, and I will check if this 3 is increasing. No, it is not increasing, so here I will stop, and after that I will be updating my maximum sum. So maximum sum will be the max of already known max sum, comma the current sum. So it will become 10. And again what we will do is, since this 3 is somewhere where we want to start our subarray, so I will reassign my current sum value to the array at 3, which is array at R, and I will do R++. And now again I will repeat the same while loop, okay? And I will be checking this fourth item with the third item. Is it increasing? No, it is not increasing. Therefore I will stop here. What is my current window sum? It is 3. And what is the max sum? It is 10, so it will not get updated. Now I will consider this 4 to be the start of the new subarray sum, and so this 1 will be assigned to the subarray sum, and this R will become R++. And again I will run the while loop, and again I will check this 5 with 4. So is it increasing? Yes, so I will add 2 to the current sum, this becomes 3. Now I will go to this 6th index. Is the 6th index greater than the 5th index? No, they are equal, and that is why this is where I will stop, and I will be updating my max sum, but it will not get updated because 3 is smaller, right? Now I will again consider that I will start a new window from this index number 6, so I will be overwriting this sum equals to 2, okay? And I will do a R++, and again run a while loop. So again you have to check this 7th item with the 6th item. Is it increasing? Yes, it is increasing, right? So in this case, it will be 4 plus 2, which is 6. So 6, the 4 will be added and this becomes 6. Now if you go to the right hand side, then actually it is going out of bound, right? And we are done. Now at the end, again the maximum will get updated, and 6 value is smaller, so maximum will not be updated. And finally we need to return maximum as the maximum sum of the increasing subarray, right? So this is the entire solution in single parse, and I hope you were able to understand it. So the time complexity will be order of n because we are just doing one parse, and the space complexity is also order of 1. Let's now look at the code. In the code I have implemented the same idea where you will be getting the nums array, and I am finding the size of the array. I am taking a right pointer starting from the second value, which is index number 1, and the first index value will be assigned to the current sum and the maximum sum as well. And then I will be running a while loop until I process all the items. Inside that, this part of the loop will actually be finding the current increasing subarray. It will find all the elements and find the sum of it and update it in the sum. Once you have found the increasing subarray, once the next value is either equal or decreasing, then we will break out of this loop, and I will be updating the maximum sum with the already known maximum sum comma the current increasing subarray sum, whichever one is maximum. And then I will assign the next element as the start of a new subarray sum. So if we have not gone out of bound, if we have something, then I will consider the rth index to be the start of new subarray sum. And then I will do r++, and again I will repeat the while loop and check back each of the item and find the new increasing subarray, right? So at the end we will be returning the maximum sum, and this is the entire solution. I hope you were able to understand it. If you still have any doubt, then feel free to comment below and I'll try to help you as soon as possible. If you are someone who is looking to prepare for top product based company within a limited time of just 3 months, then we have brought for you both the DSA and the system design live interview training program. The most important feature of this program is you get a filtered and condensed structured curriculum, in-depth discussion of all the topics, and my guarantee of your understanding, one-on-one guidance with me, and live weekend classes. To know more about the training, you can WhatsApp us on this given number.